Hi, artist friends. This is our third day of doing a pop art lesson. And we are going to draw an everyday object in the style of pop art. So remember that Roy Lichtenstein, he just looked around his environment and he just picked up ordinary objects and he drew them. He didn't have like some dramatic influence that inspired him. Everyday life inspired him. This is a Roy Lichtenstein shirt that I have on, and I want you to see real close up the Ben-Day dots. So you see how close those dots are together? And when I come back, you can't really see the dots till you're close up to them. So we're going to focus on taking an everyday object, and I'll tell you about what that's going to be in a minute. And then we're going to add our Ben-Day dots, and we're going to use stripes, and we're just going to make it pop off the page. See the art that we've made the past couple of days? So you're going to need your 4 colors. Now, if you don't have markers, you can use crayons. If you don't have crayons, you can use colored pencils. You can even use a combination of whatever you have. Just make it work. And I'm even going to show you a black and white option if you don't have these colors, or if you just want to do a black and white option. So our everyday object that I chose is a jam jar. That is what we're going to draw, and then we are going to make it pop art. So I'm going to put this aside over here, and we are going to start. All right, let me move my camera down. Camera is going. Oh, look at that. That's funny how that points at you. All right, oops. Let's get that out of the way. Okay. So always have a scrap piece of paper underneath you so you don't get any ink on your table like I have. All right, so here we go. So turn your paper so that it is looking at you in a portrait. And to draw this jam jar, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to come up here. I got to move my chair. This table is angled, or maybe I just move the camera. So up here, we're going to draw an ellipse. That just means that on both sides, it's like this, about the same width. That might be a little off, but you get my point. Oval ellipse. Now, we're just going to come down. I'm just going to come down, and I'm going to draw the base of my jam jar. I'm going to come back up. Now, if I do something like this, this is why it's good to go ahead and do this with a pencil first, because you can erase that line. And I'm going to like kind of, actually now I'm going to eyeball it right there. So when I come back around, gosh, my pencil just slipped. When I come back around to draw the side, I know where to go to. I'm actually even going to bring it out a little bit. This is why pencils are really good to use first. I'm going to come in here and erase that line. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up the lid. So I'm going to curve around here and make my lid shape. And then we're going to draw the sticker label. So I'm just going to follow the inside of my jam jar. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a concave line right there. Now this is, I'm already going to tell you, this is going to be strawberry jam, not grape. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to move that out the way so we're not distracted. And I'm going to draw the shape of a strawberry. It's almost like a heart, but don't add that little piece that goes in. And I want to add my leaves. And there it is. It's as simple as that. Now what you need to do is you need to get your Sharpie. And let's go ahead and outline this. So I'm just going to really outline all my pencil lines in my Sharpie. So other pop artists would use soup cans. They would use, Roy liked to use hairspray bottles. I'm going to show you a really funny picture I saw of a hairspray bottle that he did. I have that. Okay, now first though, I just want to get this outlined. And then what you can do is you can come in and you can just, see, that's why you do this lightly, and then just erase those pencil lines because we're far from finished. Let me show you the hairspray bottle that he did right now while I'm thinking of it. Let me get out my iPad and I'm gonna open it up real fast. I had this set up and then it shut me down. So look at this. So see his hairspray? All those right there are Ben-Day dots. He's used black and white, and then he's used red for her hand. Another good picture is, let's see. I wanted you to see, this one is called Still Life with Lemon and Glass. See how he used stripes in this one? So let me see. All right. So these are two like really fun ones where he used his everyday objects. So let me get this out of the way and we can finish this up. All right. So you're going to take your Sharpie and then you're going to come in and you're going to draw lines on the diagonal. So across that lid up at the top, just make your diagonal lines all the way. And then this band right here for the lid, we're going to do straight vertical lines. So just bring them down like this. Yes, indeed. And then let's come into the strawberry and let's make circles. And you can just fill those up like that. And then when we come into the green part of the strawberry, let's just go ahead and make some lines. Now, I'm going to turn this paper underneath, so when I draw my horizon line or my table line on this part, I'm going to go about midway to that strawberry, and I'm going to draw it like this. All right, I got a couple of different styles here that I'm going to show you that we can do when we start coloring this in. But I'm going to come up here right now, and I'm going to take my yellow, and I am going to draw these. I'm just going to take the broad part, and I'm going to make, on the diagonal, I'm going to make these thick yellow lines. And so I'm just going to bring that. And like I said, you can use whatever you have. If you have a crayon, use it. If you have a colored pencil, use it. But you see, I'm just coming out. Now, when I come over here, I'm going to extend it. And I'm just going to bring those diagonal lines like that. And then I would take my Sharpie, and then I'm just going to go around them. I'm going to outline those yellow stripes. So when I fill this in, I'm going to go ahead and cut to the chase, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. When I finish coloring this, there's my yellow lines, and these are the Ben-Day dots. So what I've done is I've left a space right here. You just take your whatever medium you're using, and you just come in and you just fill in those spaces. So take a good look at this. Oh, and I had a spot down here too because I wanted you to see that I'm just filling in all the way. Take your time, and if you make really tiny dots, you'll be putting a lot of dots. So I made my dots about medium sized on this. But that's my pattern in color. You can also do a black and white of this same image. So you see here how I put my Ben-Day dots up here. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and fill in Ben-Day dots down here, I could. But I'm leaving some of this up to your imagination also. So take a look. Here's a black and white. And here is our color option. And this is making pop art with an everyday object. So we can add that to our wall. And I hope that you have a lot of fun with this art lesson and have a great rest of the afternoon.